What's up, friends? Welcome to another episode, another workout. This is week 4 now of my workout. So, different route that I'm taking. Plus, I've got 35 pounds in this bag. So, that definitely adds to it. I definitely feel like things are getting a lot easier. Pushing myself more and more each week a little bit. Some days I take it easy a little bit to not cause any kind of injuries or anything like that, but I'm definitely feeling improvements. I just feel like it's getting easier to do some of these things, especially like with the 10 milers. So I think it's working out pretty good. This week I'll also do at least 10 miles at the end to cap it all off, but during the week we got the 3 1-hour workouts and then cap it off with a 10 miler to finish her off. So it's going great, Let's burn some calories. Let's get this thing, these muscles going, whatever else sounds motivational to you. Cue that motivation music, editing Chris. I think I'm gonna take on a little bit of a different hill this week, Kama Hill, because there's stuff Kama Hill up that way. So still gonna do some hills, add that in there. The elevation gain that I've been doing like during some of this training is nowhere near the same elevation gain as what I'll be doing during the Bataan Death March, but it's good to, work hard. That way, hopefully it makes it harder or easier, rather, not harder, you wanna make it harder, make it easier to actually do the actual one. So that's always the goal, is to train harder, so that way the actual one is a little bit easier. Now, the distance is always gonna be the big part, so that's gonna be a little harder, but that's why I add in the extra elevation, the extra stuff to hopefully condition my body to be able to deal with the longer distance, hopefully. So I'm gonna try out some of these different hills. That other week I did that one over there. So over this way, there's a trail. I'm gonna go up that one. Made it. Oh, that little part right here, steep as hell. That was really hard. That was difficult. I gotta walk that one out. Whew. That was tough, especially with 35 pounds on your back. Oh, I catch my breath. Whew. It really worked out your calves and lungs as well. That's one of the big advantages of me working out here in Colorado, where I live. The elevation is much higher than it is in New Mexico. So when we go down to New Mexico for the actual Bataan, it'll be hopefully a little easier on the lungs because it's much lower elevation. So that part's good. By the way, if you're asking yourself, did he set up the camera, walk up the hill, and then have to come back for the camera? Yes, I did. See the things I do for you guys to get these amazing shots. All right, caught my breath. It's time to get back at this thing. I'm only 27 minutes into the workout and almost 2 miles in, so time to get back at it. All right, it is time now for the big 10-mile little workout of the week. I'm changing it up a little bit. I got a Endurance Rockstar. It's got like creatine and stuff inside of it. There's another coworker that I work with that he uses this before he goes to the gym. He says it pumps on pretty good. So I figured to give it a shot. You know how I like Rockstars, so I thought why not give it a shot and try doing a kind of a extra energy Rockstar kind of a thing and see if it gives me a little bit of a boost to get through this thing. Even though it's not like it's hard. I mean, I have fun doing these kind of workouts, but maybe it'll give me extra energy to give it that extra push. We'll see how it goes. So I'm just waiting on David. David's joining me again today, and he is going to be hanging out with me for another 10-ish miler. So just waiting on David. Any day now. David. No, he should be here soon. So we'll get this going. David's here. We're back at it. So, by the way, I haven't mentioned before, which way are we going? Left? Yeah, we'll go left. Red Canyon, I already talked about how we were at Red Rocks Canyon, but I don't think I mentioned it before, but David is former 11 Bravo, airborne, all that kind of high-speed stuff. So, he's been through it all. So it's nothing to him. Nothing.
It's a little something.
So, we're back at it. This place looks pretty cool. Let's check this thing out and get in a good 10-ish mile workout.
Yeah.
By the way, David, I thought I mentioned it. You didn't see the episode, did you?
No, I didn't.
For some reason, David looks super fucking short in that episode. I mean, sure, yeah,
Really?
David's short, you know?
I am only 5'6".
But in the episode, it looked like I'm like six, like you're like, like maybe like I'm 6 foot something and you're like 3 foot something.
Perfect.
Maybe it's the camera angles. I kind of hold it up kind of high. So that kind of maybe screws with it.
Maybe because I'm leaning over too. Hold on.
Well, now I'm on step now too.
There we go. All right.
But I mean, it's not as crazy of a difference as it looks like in the video. In the video, it looks like you're like super short.
Well, and I'm behind you most of the time, about like a foot or two. So
yeah, and like right now I'm on a higher little part than you are. I'm doing these little rocks. I'm probably cheating here.
Yeah, no, you.
So I got this little rock trail. It's kind of cool. But and the other times I could have been on a hill. I don't know. But for some reason you look like super freaking
really
short. Yeah.
Like you could like hold me. And
yeah. So all right, let's get this 10 miles in. This trail is awesome. This trail's been taking us through like these little twisty turnies, sides of the hills. And now we're like up on top of the mountain, overlooking the city and everything. So, but we're not that far into it. I think I haven't checked it recently,
About
but I think
2.5 miles.
maybe almost 3 miles into it now. So it's crazy though. This is an awesome little trail. I like this thing. It's like you're hiking through the mountains. So
yeah.
We're not even halfway. So hopefully at some point, either we find a loop to go back, otherwise we're just gonna hit the same route. But I'd rather find a different one because then it's something new to see. We'll see what we get lucky with. We're going back back down the trail. We got to the top of this mountain. This was a crazy, probably elevation gain. We'll see what the elevation gain was once we get down the bottom and get the summary. But we're at 4 miles in, and there's like a way we kind of loop around, but then we probably be like looking at 12 miles. So we're heading back down, and we'll see if we can't hit a different trail back to try to get to the 10. But we're at 4 right now. We're now heading down this massive hill that we went up. It was exhausting as crap. So we'll see what kind of elevation we gain. See where we end up at in the end. All right, super windy, so sorry if it's muffling it a little bit. We're at 10 right now, so finishing off the end.
That wind was static.
The wind is nuts up there, so finish off. It's very good workout. Good workout?
Yeah, very good. I thought.
All right, that's it. I definitely don't feel like you guys got to see how intense that was. I think that was the most intense workout I've done so far in this hiking kind of train up for the Bataan so far. That was insane. I think probably half, if not more than half of that thing was uphill. The first like 4 miles was practically nothing but uphill. And then there was a lot of in between where we're doing downhills, uphills, downhills, uphills. So I definitely feel like probably half, if not more than half of that trail that we just did, that path was more than, you know, uphill halfway. So it was crazy. I'll put it up on the screen right now, like the little overall workout thing. We did like crazy elevation gain. It looks on the map like we did this crazy area. It was insane. It was a great workout, really good. I feel like it got us really well prepared. Plus the elevation that we're at. So it was great training for this upcoming, you know, Bataan Memorial Death March. So another week of training down. On to the next week. We got what, like 5 more weeks to go. I don't know. I'm starting to lose track. I'd have to like do the math kind of right now. I don't know. So we got a little ways to go though. So still several more weeks of training to be able to complete this and be ready to tackle this 26 miles. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, hit the thumbs up. See you guys next time. See ya.